and this is really silly, and it's not something that I would normally do, but as I was doing it, I suddenly thought, some people might not know this. It's a really simple trick, and it's something that I think everybody nowadays definitely needs to know. Back in the day, well, you know, well over 15 years ago, I used to own a iPhone repair shop. The partner I was with at the time specialised in fixing iPhones. I like Bill Gates. Anyway, back in 2001, Samsung brought out flip phone, which I thought was a game changer because it reminded me of the old camshell. I literally love that phone. I had it in black and white, and I had it in colour, and Jesus, it was just the perfect phone. Just slipped in the back pocket. It was actually half the size of this, but with technology becomes growth, and obviously that's increased to this phone size, and we have a full screen instead of just having the half screen at the top like you would. Well, the main reason for me doing this is recently I saved up to have my Samsung Flip 5 fixed. As personally, I think the phone's a little bit on the delicate side. If you are looking at a flip phone, I would obviously go for the one above, or I would actually go lower because they are a little bit more robust. They do look a lot more sturdy. I did have a look at the 6 the other day, and I did see the 7, and again I can see the improvements clearly. However, right, we know these phones are really costing a lot of money at the moment. Yeah, that did cost me. I had to fix the back glass, not the back glass, the front glass, sorry, on my 5, and obviously the lifting on the front screen, which they've not been able to rectify since they made this phone. Quite funny really. When I had the phone and said it was lifting, got accused it was me. Now it's a common problem, and they're aware of it. Sort it out. Obviously it doesn't like it. Anyway guys, right, little trick we're going to learn about keeping your phone safe and also not costing you the money that is frightfully costing to fix your phone at the moment. Highly recommend, if you have a fold or a flip, just send it back to where you got it from, okay? I have no doubt that the people that run these repair shops and that are quite capable. Myself, I'm very capable, but again, it's just not worth it. Save up, send it to the pros, and you know your phone is coming back exactly how it should be, and there's no worry that something's gone wrong, because if it's gone wrong, it goes back to Samsung. But as the majority of us, like myself, the cost of fixing phones is horrendous. What we're going to do is, most of you have probably smashed the black glass on your phone. I actually did it the other day. I didn't even realise that I've done it. Yeah, that was a bit of a shock. I always hated back glass on there. I just don't see the point in it being glass. Apart from the fact, you know, I don't know whether the heat conducting element affects it right as well as the plastic one, or tends to keep it cooler. There is obviously a reason they've all gone back to the glass back. What you want to do, guys, you crack the glass on the back, and you're probably thinking, so back glass, don't matter. Well, you're wrong, okay? This is where water damage is going to get in your phone. And your phone might be in your pocket, you might be having it in a case, you might have it on the side in the bathroom in a condensating area. That's water, guys. You've cracked the glass. You are leaving your phone open to getting water damaged. Simply droplets in the air, moisture, even if you've got it in a lovely case and the case is swish and moisture, it gets into the case, where do you think the moisture is going to go if it can't get out of your case? You've got your phone is open to water damage, loads of things going wrong, even forcing you to buy a new phone. We're going to stop that with a simple reel of, I can't remember where I've put it. Oh, damn it, I hate it when I do this. I just put things down. As I was saying, right, it's going to cost you less than £1. It depends if you buy them in a pack of 3. But right, we're going to save you hundreds until you can get your phone fixed or you buy a new one. But it is worth doing this. The way you've got your insides working, yeah, the battery, your motherboard and everything is on the back. It is under your LCD. It's not on the front like it used to be or anything. It's all there behind the LCD. So if the back glass, you've already broken the protection. Trusty old sellotape. All right, I've got to say it. I've just done mine. I was actually, the reason for this reel is people need to know the simple money-saving way for something that everyone now relies on. And as you can see, I've done mine. You can do this with any phone. Obviously, doing it with the Flip. I'm going to show you a little trick with the inside as well to help keep your LCD just going a little bit further until you can obviously have it fixed. If you have done what I've done, like, you can't even see it now. There you go. If I just catch the light, you can see the whole of the back is cracked. Obviously, that's been dropped. You're looking at not just the back glass, guys, but you're looking at, you could have like ricocheted the inside of your phone, given it a bit of a slam shake. You know, you don't know. It's a bit like having sort of internal bleeding for your phone. We want to help that phone prevent it. What I've done here, obviously mine folds, it makes it a little bit harder. You don't want to really interfere with the screen too much on the front. I'm just going to turn this black out a minute. I'm going to turn it off. I don't like the new way it goes off. That's really annoying. I hate it. Sorry, Samsung, but it's pain in the butt. Let's turn that off a minute. I don't want it restarting. Right, power off. Power off. There we are. Right, let's get back to business. Really got to shorten my way of speaker, but the thing is, this just pops into my head and I have to get it out because otherwise I forget. Right, as you can see, I've damaged the back glass on my phone, and what I've done is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 5 strips of sellotape overlapping each other along the back glass. What you don't want, or trying to avoid, because mine actually need it for a reason I'll explain in a bit. What you don't want is you don't want to come over the screen too much, because you do not want to cut out the sensitivity that you have on the touchscreen. And also, if you turn the sensitivity up, and you're running Instagram, you're running TikTok, I'm going to go on YouTube, I'm going to stream some film, you are making that phone work. So it's going to get hotter. So we want to try and avoid turning the sensitivity up, because we want to use the energy in that phone for other things. So what I've done, if you go on, you're lucky on the bottom, you've got no buttons, which is a great start. You want to keep to the silver as much as possible and just keep overlapping. What that's going to do is just create a barrier. It'll keep any dirt, rubbish, water, moisture out of your phone, and the longevity increased, and that's what we all want. All right, guys, the front. All right, be prepared, because obviously I've had my phone since 2021, so personally I think I've done really well. And it's just proving the point that this phone is staying up to date. I am looking at updating maybe next year. So this one will go, the 5 will go to my secondary phone, and I'll have the new one. But for now, the 5, I haven't had a chance to use it. I'm going to use it, which I'm doing right now, recording. So guys, with the Flip, if you don't have a Flip, it's not going to apply to you. I don't know about the fold. I don't know if you get the same problem with the fold as it opens out, but here we go. Right, so we get this lifting problem happen, and that is just down to the fact of the amount of times that you're opening phone. And I have actually witnessed people opening phone and they are throwing them open like a Star Wars you know, one of those things they had, and they beam me up, Scotty. Yeah, it's not that, guys. It's a really delicate screen. Okay. Another reason for my secondary phone is because I do want to take the wear and tear off my phone. This has already got some damage, so I'm going to keep using this one, and the new one, well, semi-new one, will only be used to answer phone calls or, you know, to take the old photo. But I don't want to keep opening up my phone all the time. Guys, when you open your phone, just take a little bit of care. I know it's a phone, but it's a lot of money. And believe me, when you want that screen done, that's a lot of money. Also, when that screen goes, there's not a lot you can do about it. Especially if you've got any devices paired to it, that makes it even harder. Right, so back to the middle. As you can see, my middle is lifting quite badly. I want to prevent that, because at the moment I've got a car to fix, I'm moving home, and I really haven't got the spare cash to have this phone fixed now with the other one right here. We're going to use it again. We've got 2 layers on this one, and what you want to do is don't want to go directly in the middle, because we do not want to create the fold there. Also, this is going to stop it splitting, because that's another thing. Once that screen splits, oh my god, it does your head in. As your finger keeps running up and down it, you can see it's getting worse. Every time you open it, you can hear this horrendous sound of it cracking. We don't want none of that. So let's prevent it while we got it. I haven't done this very well. Just sort of balancing in that. Try not to do it with air bubbles. You're best off turning your phone off. You don't want it going on and off. We're going to do the same thing. So what I've got here, I've got a piece of celery and very lightly pressed, because you remember LCD, and we do not want to add any more pressure to it. I would get a credit card, and you want to run along that side, and you want to repeat that on the same side. But don't forget, you've got these little bendy things in here. Literally run it all the way around the back and across here, and it literally covers the whole of the back. So you really do not want anything getting in there. And get your credit card, and you just want to push the air bubbles out of the sellotape, not out your phone, because that would require pressure, and we're trying to save it, not ruin it. Keep pushing it along the side, and what you will find when you close it, obviously, you know, your little sticky outy bits on the side may look a bit tacky. You're going to have a bit of sellotape running, spare tape running along here. Very lightly, because we don't want to scratch your phone either, guys. Just score along where the line is and around this bit here. And you'll be able to pull the sellotape off really easy. And then run your nail just along there, just to flatten all the tape in. I'm not going to guarantee, because I don't know what you've done to your phone. I don't know where your phone's been. I don't know how it's been handled. All I know is when I used to do this, my phones used to last a little bit longer, and I wasn't so panicky about, oh my god, that's going to go. I know something's going to go. Don't forget, guys, if you've dropped it once, you know you're going to drop it again. You know that back glass is going to start coming out in pieces. You're going to end up cutting yourself, really opening your phone up to any sorts of elemental damage. It's just not worth it. And as I said, I would really recommend just save it up and get it done by the pros. Yeah, pick it up and they'll deliver it to you, and you'll have it back within, like, literally picked up, done within a week. Absolutely fab. And it's a great service. Problem is, obviously, it's the money. If you haven't got the money, it's a really good cheat way, and this applies to all phones, guys. I do not really recommend trying to put too much tape across this, because as I said, you don't want to damage the sensitivity across there. As you can see, I've actually missed an air bubble. Yeah, you need to get this right, guys, because you won't be able to pull that stuff off without damaging the screen. But it will just give your phone a little bit more life. Won't irritate you so much. I've just got to tidy up the sides of the tape coming off. I just wanted to get this across to you and show you ways, just little sneak bits of looking after it. We are in the technological age. Let's make them last, guys. Let me know what you think. If you've got any bright ideas on how to make your phone last a little bit longer, or just save that bill and that cost. Oh, before I go, don't forget, when you're doing the sellotape at the back, your dock, you do not want to be covering that with sellotape. Again, try and stick as tight as you can to the rim, and then get your finger and just work it along on the back side there, because again, just to double check that you have all the cracks and you've protected your phone. I hope this weren't too boring for you. I just thought this is a handy little bit of information that people could do with. After the cost of my phone, yeah, it's really good. I don't fancy having the cost of this phone at the moment. I'll catch you another time, somewhat different. Yeah, it's not food, guys. I hope you are enjoying my food. Please let me know. I would appreciate it. Cause I always wonder if people like my food. Do you like my channel? Is it interesting, or am I just whistling on and talking crap? I don't mind what you say. Let me know. Have a great day, and I will see you another time. Take care, guys. Bye.